What is going on, Libra? It's Chris Anthony coming at you guys live and direct, and this is going to be your reading for the month of May. And I think, did I do a reading for you guys last month? I don't think I did, so sorry about that, Libra. We're making it up for you in May. All right, so this is going to be a reading for the remainder of the month. It is general, so it may not resonate with everybody. If it does resonate with you, however, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, comment. If it doesn't resonate with you, you can always check out one of your rising or moon signs for this month, and that may resonate with you. Also, subscribe if you like it. All right, we're going to hop into your energies. Right here is going to be starting off with your present energies, and then after that, we're hopping into your futuristic energies over here, like we always do it, talking about the end of May going into June. Let's go. Starting off, crowning your reading, you have the Two of Wands, and it's clarified by the Queen of Swords. So Two of Wands energy could be talking about you wanting to do something different, right? You kind of pondering about something new, something different, a new path or journey that you kind of want to start or begin, that you're kind of thinking about it right now. You're at the point where you've kind of made the decision in your mind, but you haven't taken action on it yet. You know, this is that Two of Wands energy. You've been researching it. You've been looking at everything, you know, from every different perspective that you can. And you're just waiting to kind of like launch it. You're waiting for the launch date, you know. But this person, you know, him holding on to that stick on the left symbolizes you've made a decision to go in a new direction with something and to leave something else behind, right? Walking down another path. It's kind of like that fork in the road picture, you know. But then you take that path, you choose a path. So you're decisive right now. You're just waiting to take action on it. It's also clarified by the Queen of Wands or the Queen of Swords here. So you could be very logical about this decision. You know, you could be thinking logically, rational, very grounded in your thought, you know, and this could be something very mental, you know, that's kind of like in your mind. That's what I'm picking up. You're kind of like doing a lot of studying about it. Whatever it is that you want to do, whatever direction you want to head in, is something you've been thinking about for a while with this Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is also somebody that is very great at communicating their ideas, you know, very directly. They don't beat around the bush, you know, they get things done in a direct manner, straightforward, straight shooting. This is kind of what you're thinking about with this new direction that you want to head in. When it's time for you to take action on it, you're going to be taking action very directly, you know, very swiftly also, and very great at your communication with it. So I think right now you're getting a more understanding of it so that you can, you know, bring it forward like that Queen of Swords energy. Right below that, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and it's clarified by the World card. So these are like two major arcana cards that almost represent the same thing. You know, the Wheel of Fortune talks about a shift. It talks about a new cycle coming in, one cycle ending, another one beginning. You know, a transformation of time, you know, having a total shift of energy. And then the World card talks about the same thing, one cycle ending and a new one beginning. So this is what is connected to this new journey that you're thinking about beginning, right? And with these cards being below it and it being major arcana, this is something that the universe has kind of been talking to you about or speaking with you about, kind of maybe through signs or maybe through your intuition, or, you know, just everything that's been happening in your vicinity has probably been shifting in a way to where you're like, okay, it's something new here that wants to come in, and it's something old that needs to be done away with. And this is what the Wheel of Fortune is here for. It's talking about that karmic shift. I like to see it as like a revolving door, right? And when you hop in the revolving door, it shifts around until you get out on the other end of it. And that's kind of what's happening. You know, one thing is going out and another thing is coming in. And that's what happens in a revolving door, right? Same thing with the World card. It's kind of like you're birthing a new world. You're birthing a new cycle into your life. And so when you're ready to take these steps and move forward with it, this is exactly what's coming in. This is also symbolizing that it's almost like you don't even have to take steps. The steps are going to be made for you a little bit. You know, not saying that you won't have anything to do. But it's kind of like you're going to see some things shift around you with these major arcana energies. These have to do with the universal energies and not so much with you. So it's certain things, when things shift around you, you feel the energies shift, you feel things just start to change. It's sometimes we have to just move along with it. And that's what these two cards are saying. Like, it's a new cycle coming in, and you can either choose to get on the train or not, right? But it is a new train about to leave the station for you that's headed in this brand new direction that you've been thinking about for a while. And it's probably about to be time for it to happen. You also have another major arcana here with the Six of Swords. So Judgment card. So this is kind of like that train horn, you know, that bell, that alarm clock coming on, like, okay, now it's time. All right, all aboard. Are you going to hop on this new cycle, this new shift? You know, are you going to take part in this new timeline that's coming in, or are you going to stay at the train station just kind of waiting and, you know, thinking that I'm not ready yet and I need to study some more, I need to research this some more, maybe I'm not, blah, blah, blah. The call is coming. So I think you're definitely ready to answer the call. You know, the Judgment card talks about awakening. It talks about, you know, realization. You just waking up to the fact of who you are as a person, your calling, your life path. You know, it talks about those universal energies, the universe kind of like I said before, speaking to you and telling you, hey, it's time. Like, let's go. You know, wake up out of your sleep. You know, if you've been in a certain slumber, when it comes down to this new cycle, because you've been in an old cycle, now you're waking up to this new cycle, this new timeline, and you're moving forward on past the old cycle. Six of Swords here, talking about moving away from turbulence, from stress, from heaviness, from, you know, your mental, your mind being kind of like clogged and stressed up, moving away from all those choppy waters into more serene, peaceful waters. And this is what this whole cycle is bringing in for you. But you do have to answer the call. You do have to notice everything that's changing around you and just move along with it. It's almost like an easy task to do because everything here is major arcana. So all you have to do is just follow the promptings that'll be right in your face coming from the universe. Like, okay, now it's time for you to shift. Now it's time for you to move on. Now you have awakened to a new level of clarity, a new level of, you know, perspective. So you can no longer stay in the same cycle that you've been in. It's time for you to be born and birthed into another one, right? Then we have the Queen of Wands here with the Tower card. Everything here is talking about endings and new beginnings. So this could be your energy. You're taking on that Queen of Wands energy, that passionate, fiery, strong, assertive energy. But this is assertive with the feminine quality, so that talks about attracting, using the law of attraction when it comes down to your passions, your pursuits, your projects, you attracting in, you know, what you need. You being a collaborator, a social butterfly. This is that social butterfly of the tarot, one who connects with other people and, you know, is a great networker. You know, great at putting projects together, great at delegation, great at, you know, just getting in contact with the right people and surrounding yourself with the right type of people. So this is happening, and then you have it clarified by the Tower card. This is just talking about those old things that are falling away. Like I was saying, so when it comes down to the people you're collaborating with, I think you're going to be searching for new people to connect with. You know, you're definitely moving away from a certain type of network that you've been in, maybe a certain type of environment that you've been in, because it's just time for you to leave. Like everything here is talking about you leaving, you setting out on the journey, the shifts happening, a new cycle coming in, a new world being birthed, you being awakened to a new timeline, you moving away from, you know, an old way of thinking, an old way of being, old way of seeing the world. And so, of course, the Tower card has to be here talking about a falling away of all of those old patterns, old surroundings, environments, and people. And so this is a universal shift that's coming in, and it could be definitely taking place around the full moon that's going to be here on May 18th. because when you have this many major arcana cards, this means that you kind of don't have a choice. Like, maybe you've been waiting for a while now and you just haven't been taking that step off of your porch, leaving your own comfort zone, leaving your own backyard. Now all these shifts are occurring and it's like you don't really have a choice. You're going to have to. It's like, but you don't have a choice in a sense of like, you see that, okay, yeah, this is it. This is when it's time for me to do what I'm supposed to be doing. It's time for me to head out on this journey now. It's time for me to start this project, this business, this communication, whatever it is for you, this class, whatever. It's like everything is closing out with the old cycle, so you have to move on to something else. Like, it's inevitable. So yeah, major arcana. And then we do have the Six of Wands with the Page of Pentacles. So you're definitely going to have some victory when it comes down to this new beginning. Or you have victory closing out this old cycle, because the Six of Wands a lot of times talks about graduation. You know, it talks about promotion, recognition, you being promoted to the next level, you graduating into the new cycle that you're in. You're completed, you know, the old cycle. You've completed everything that it took for you to get to this place. And now it's kind of like you're celebrating that fact. You're being celebrated for it. You're getting recognition, even if it's not from people, you're getting it from the universe, which is why these new things are shifting around you. These new channels are wanting to open, these new doors are becoming open and creating new opportunities. So you are kind of victorious. You're having that Six of Wands energy, like, yes, what's next? Let's, you know, it's like, and what's next is some new beginning in your finances. Now, the Page of Pentacles I always see as some type of new small business that you're wanting to begin. So this new journey that you're kind of headed towards could be representing a small business or something you want to do on the side that's surrounding what you can do creatively, or something that you want to turn from a hobby into a business. Maybe it's starting off as a hobby, but you one day want to make it into something that you can do full time. You're heading towards that direction in some type of way. This could also be representing a new job, a new, you know, career path, you know, something new that you definitely want to do, but it is showing that this will grow for you and you are going to have some victory and recognition inside of this new start, this new beginning that you're headed towards, that you're being pushed almost towards. Like everything is falling around, you have to go. It's almost like all these cards are representing like the Titanic is falling. Like, you know, something that was a very big, major structure that you were on, and, you know, maybe you thought it was not ever going to be able to sink and you were always going to be in this type of cycle or around this type of environment. But now that it's kind of falling away and falling down, it's like you have to jump off the ship. That it's either that or sink with it. You got to sink or swim. So you're kind of already prepared for this because you've been thinking about, you know, heading on something new anyway. Now these energies here are just coming, letting you know that it's time. The trumpet is blowing. The wind is blowing in another direction. Now it's time for you to take that new journey, take that leap, right, into something that you're wanting to build for yourself. All right, so that's current energy. Let's see what the futuristic energy is talking about. We have the Eight of Pentacles here. We have the King of Wands. We have the World card. And then we have the Two of Cups. So Eight of Pentacles here talking about your work once again. What you're hard at work at. What you're focusing on. What you're investing your time and your energy into. What you're trying to build for your future. You are hard at work on something. And it's something that's surrounding your emotional fulfillment. This is maybe this new thing that you're wanting to head towards. It represents more of what you find as emotional fulfilling, something you like to do for work, something you have connected to your purpose, you know, or maybe your life's path, your life's work is what the Eight of Pentacles here a lot of times represents. And with the King of Cups being here, it is tied into what makes you happy. Right, but this is also representing the fact that you are stable emotionally when it comes down to your work, your finances, and you building, your finances, you're making decisions that are not led by your emotions. Even if it could have something to do with your emotional fulfillment, you don't allow your emotions to get in the way of your progress or how you feel. This is somebody who has their emotions in check, their emotions stable. They can use their emotions as an asset instead of having their emotions, work against them. So you're no longer on that emotional roller coaster when it comes down to your finances. You have calmed your emotions. You're using them to fuel your work and your finances. All right. And then we had the King of Wands, just like we had the Queen of Wands over there. So you're definitely getting passionate and fired up. Or you could be dealing with a fire sign, right? For some of you people, you could be dealing with a air sign too. That could be in your vicinity, right? If we're talking about love or romance. So King of Wands here clarified by the Page of Swords. Now this could be where you're at with the way you're choosing to communicate. Page of Swords a lot of times talks about a change in communication, a new way of communicating, a new way of acting in relation towards other people, right? And you could be coming forward as the King of Wands in the future, which is very passionate, very fired up, fiery energy. This is like that fire energy that's coming through. Maybe you've been more laid back in the past, or you've been maybe more with the air quality, which is a lot more mental. But coming up here in the future is kind of like you're putting the action into it. You're taking action, when it comes down to communicating what you want, communicating your direction, the new path that you want to take. You're getting very proactive about it, progressive. But this definitely represents that proactivity where you're kind of like making things happen instead of waiting for things to happen around you. All right. Then we have the World card again. World card here representing that brand new transformation, transformative energy coming in and changing the way you present yourself to the world. And everything here is talking about transformation. Everything here is talking about ending and a new beginning coming in. But this is definitely representing the way you present yourself to the world. This could be talking about online, right? When it comes down to an online business or online platform, maybe social media. You could be switching up the way that you present yourself to your audience, or trying to change or attract a different type of audience. But you are celebrating that fact that you're making some changes to the way you're presenting yourself to the world. You could be coming off, more as somebody that's more down to earth, trying to kind of like party, be more social, be more connecting with people when it comes down to online or in life in general. Three of Cups here talking about celebration, talking about reunions, talking about, festivities, going out for certain social activities. You could be becoming more social, definitely, because you're trying to make moves around your finances, around something you're trying to build for yourself on the side. You're shifting your energy. So you're becoming more looser, more, proactive, more social in general. Then we had the Two of Cups here clarified by the Judgment card again. So you got the Judgment card twice and you got the World card twice. Both talking about transformation. Both talking about awakening. You coming through one cycle, entering into a new one, crossing over through a threshold, through a portal. Now Two of Cups here is talking about some type of love connection, love energy. Like I said, that could be with a fire sign or air sign. But you are making a connection with someone maybe towards the end of May. This could also be representing your connection with yourself, your self-love that you're giving to yourself. But it's some type of spiritual connection that you could be making with yourself internally or with someone else. And this person is helping you awaken to another level, and you're doing the same thing for them. It's a reciprocal energy. So both of you guys could be, coming into connection to awaken to the next level. A lot of times the universe does do that, kind of like send romantic partners your way just to awaken you, just so you can bounce ideas off of each other. Your energy can intertwine with each other, and then you can awaken a lot quicker than you doing it on your own. But this is a soulmate that's coming in, it seems like primarily just to help with your awakening. So don't be surprised if it doesn't like last for a long time. You know, it could just be a period of time that's coming in for awakening to open up that next level for you. Or it could have some longevity, but this is talking about the beginning, Two of Cup energy, and what they're coming in for. Judgment card, awakening, right? More consciousness, a new level of becoming aware. They're going to help you with this. All right, so that's definitely a great end to it. You got a lot of shifts, a lot of changes coming in, you know, and then towards the end of May going into June, you're making a connection that's kind of like going to bring you into this new cycle even more. Definitely. So yeah, I'm going to wrap it up right there for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that reading. If you liked it, then definitely subscribe if you haven't already, or like or comment. That always helps the channel out. And I'll be back for another reading for you guys, hopefully soon, Libra, because I'm thinking about doing moon readings, the new moon reading for the 18th coming up tomorrow. So look out for that. If not, then I'll be back next month for another Libra reading. All right, enjoy the rest of your month.